So €7.5 billion worth of funding that was announced through the National Development Plan that will be going to education. And part of the announcement that was made by Education Minister Hildegard Naughton was 105 school building projects across the country. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean brand new schools. It's new school buildings, and then some of them within that are either extensions and refurbishments. So there's a different mix of that. But what came out of that from the political point of view, and kind of there was some unease with that, particularly with Malcolm Byrne, who's the Wicklow-Wexford TD and Fianna Fáil backbencher, government backbencher. He wasn't happy because Hildegard Naughton, the Education Minister's home county of Galway, got 10 projects, whereas his constituency got none, though there were some in Wicklow and some in Wexford. I think between Wicklow and Wexford there were 4 overall.
A little bit of a coalition spat.
A little bit, and we're seeing a few coalition spats.
Was it 10 projects or 10%? So it was 10 projects.
10 projects, 105 projects overall, and 10 of those were going to Galway.
What was Hildegard Naughton's response?
Well, I think when I asked her this when we were out on Wednesday, when she announced this, was that it's all based on demographics. Yeah. So a lot of these projects have been in the pipeline for a long time. You know, schools have been banging on the door of the Department of Education asking for funding for specific building projects, be that a brand new school building altogether or an extension. So what she said was that they looked at the constraints, the demographics, if there's been an increase in population, significant increase in population.
I think there's been a little bit of tension between Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael over education for a while now.
Yeah.
And I remember one Fianna Fáil TD saying to me when Hildegard Naughton became Education Minister, they kind of were like, okay, now we want to get a meeting with her, we want to figure stuff out, because we weren't quite sure what Helen McEntee was doing in there for the year.
Going back to what you were saying about the spats, there are quite a few. Even this week we saw Larry Murrin, his name from the Bord Bia, the chair of the Bord Bia, his name is continually coming up. Sinn Féin is keeping his name alive anyway in terms of that debate. But Fianna Fáil, again, not very happy.
Yeah.
Some of the backbenchers, so we saw Peter Chapelier, Carlo Kilkenny TD, and also Ryan O'Mara, Fianna Fáil TD as well. Both of them coming out and saying, we're not very happy with the chairman of the Bord Bia being in the position that he's in, which goes against actually what Martin Hayton
backed him completely
backed him last week, said you know, there's been no wrongdoing here, that he should stay in place. Sinn Féin are saying one thing, the government have said officially, government have said another, though there are some backbenchers, like I said, that aren't happy.